One thing I could say, you know, when people get to talking about, hey, why you take your business to the public and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to realize like why people do that. You know what I'm saying? Social media is kind of like a diary, an online diary. If you see it, if you react to it, the content creator or the account user is either gonna ignore it or listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people need to start looking at social media as like a diary, bro. Like not all of it is real, and a lot of it is real. And so I'm starting to understand why people come to the public, social media, and vent about their problems and stuff. Um, just because it's a lot going on in this world. Time is real short. You know what I'm saying? We just had daylight savings, to give us our hour. I mean, to add on an hour, and so that right there is telling you that we really don't got too much time. We really be playing with 23 hours out of, and they say it's 24, but they always changing it up every 2 seasons. So with that being said, yeah, time is real short. People got a lot going on because it's a lot that you can hold in your brain. It's a lot that you want to do, and it's not enough that you need to do in your brain. And so when you get into this like pause of procrastination and all that stuff, you know, you can't really give out real advice to the person that's seeking advice. And so I'm gonna give you guys a prime example. I recently, went through my dislocated shoulder. I'm here for a lot of my friends and all that stuff. I hear them out and all that stuff. They tell me, you know, oriented, they're future oriented. They're always talking about the future. And I love that. And I can always capitalize on that, bring more value to the conversation when they get on those topics. And so, you know, a lot of my friends been noticing that I kind of been you know not in it. And I warned them, but they didn't believe me, and so now they see that it's kind of hard for me to be in it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back in it. But anyways, so they reaching out to me and all that stuff. This is a prime example why I understand why people go to social media. you know I'm literally sitting here talking to them, talking to my social circle. It's more than one or two people. You know what I'm saying? It's all individual conversations though, and I'm just like not in it, and they can tell. They like, bro, what's going on? I'm like, yo, I gotta talk to you later, bro. Like, I'm not in it. Like, I hate feeling like this. Lack of ambition. A lack of oriented, being lack of future oriented. You know, just the lack of everything. So I'm sitting here trying to run. Like, yo, there it is. You know, boom. Look, get off the phone. What they do? Y'all could probably guess what they did, man. I'm talking about it right now. They went to social media because I wasn't there to hear them out. My mind and all that shit was fucked up. Boom, 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 this and that, whatever, whatever. It wasn't bad enough where I'd be like, hey, friend, take that shit down, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just left it as that. So that's just a prime example of why I understand why people go to social media. They really don't give a fuck about who the fuck is looking, who their followers are at the moment. They just gotta get it out. Whether if they gonna type it in the keyboards, write it on paper, sing, rap about it, freestyle about it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of get it out. You know, it's kind of like, because we put in information, like food in our mouth, and so we gotta release that information either by action or being verbal. Same with the food. You know, you either gonna urinate it out or you gonna poop it out. So what you take in must come out. So I understand why people go to social media, all that stuff. But the repercussions of that shit is that, are you gonna be able to handle people's opinions? You know, are you gonna be able to find the small little facts to be able to uplift you and guide you on track? You know, because it is gonna be some people in your comments that may talk some truth, but it's gonna be a lot of people that's only opinionated. You know, so the reason why I got on this video, because I've been watching videos of the famous content creator DDG, and he's out there with some beautiful females and stuff, and I'm like, yo, what happened to him and his shorty? Um, what's her name that he got with Halo? I mean, Halo's mom, um, Chloe's sister, whatever her name is, man. But I'm listening to a video of him talking about how he not able to see his son. He traveling to where it is. I get it. I understand that it is all that shit. And so with me being, not so narrow minded, being so wide open with my thoughts, I was like, bro, don't give a fuck about who listening to this shit. He really don't. But the people in the comments are, the people that view it and probably didn't comment probably feel, they they like got their feelings wrapped up in it. They invest in it. But you could just tell that bro needed to vent and talk about this shit, you know, to some regulars. Because I feel like when you at that status and you get to talking to people about that status, you know, you start making phone calls, you start looking into your network and circle who can help you and all that stuff. Because I feel like when you get to that level, not too many people got time to hear you out, but they got time to, hey, go call this number. He gonna get you right. So now you like, man, Kanye just send me your number. He telling me to reach out to you. Boo boo boo. Like, man, like I just need help to be in my son's life and all this stuff. Boo boo boo. You know. So on top of that footage that I seen, I love to go to the comments. So I'm in the comments. You know, first comment I see: why do you guys publicize information like this? Like, I'm pretty sure you publicize information too. You know what I'm saying? So now this is the okay. Now I might be the first one to say this, but social media is a digital diary. Period. Point blank. It's a digital diary, bro. If you release a post on there, if you release your thoughts on there, you delete it, is never going away. You know, it's never. You may not see it there, but Elon Musk, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, you know, them TikTok owners and founders find all that shit. You know. So I think this this headline right here needs to be bigger, because when people start looking at how I'm thinking about social media, because this is about, what I recently said about, the content creator really not giving a fuck about who listening, none of that stuff. They need to get the shit out, all that stuff. So yeah, let them get it out, man, in a little digital diary, aka social media. Mm-mm-mm. It's just a digital diary, man. So I get it. I get it, man. Not everything needs to be said in your digital diary, but not everything needs to be reacted to my digital diary. You know, we have our moments. You know, time is changing as I'm speaking. The tick on the top is ticking and talking as I'm speaking. You know, it's trying to become night as I'm speaking. You know, my stomach is digesting as I'm speaking. Everything is in motion. So when you pause to make an opinion about somebody that's really going through real shit, you need to think about, is he in his digital diary? Is she in her digital diary? Are they in their digital diary? Is this something that I just need to scroll past? Let them get it out? Yeah, man. Yeah, I got a lot of family members that's like that, man. I don't make no phone call, none of that stuff saying, hey, did you see? I got people in my family that do that shit to me, but it's like, bro, they just in a digital diary, man. Y'all so caught up in the social media term on what that is and all that stuff, what social media is about. But when people is venting and expressing they thoughts and all that stuff, they're not on social media to network. They're using it as a diary. So I get it. Peace. It's your boy, Re-Educated AP. Holla.